Hey guys, it's Super Lupa here, back with another video, and on episode 2 of I Hate Audacity. I recorded this video one time before, and then I stepped away for a couple days because, you know, that's what I do, and then my file got corrupted. So that's incredible. And I'm saying episode 2 because I had an entire other video that I wanted to put out. It was like an hour long, and then the whole file got corrupted again, twice. And I just didn't have it in me anymore to try and work on that video because it was too much.
How are you doing today, Jasmine? But you did this for what?
Why not?
Why?
Why not?
Why though?
So anyway, how was y'all's day? How was y'all's week? How was y'all's past couple weeks? Mine have been quite eventful. I mean, not like in my regular day-to-day life, but just things that have been happening have been quite eventful.
Child. Anyway, so
I might talk about that on a live at some point in time. Maybe a couple days from now. Who knows? But today I wanted to do something a little fun to kind of take my mind off of America going to shambles. So I'm gonna do my opinions on anime. Like, I'm completely qualified to talk about this. I've only watched like 5 shows. I don't know who told me I was qualified, but you know, this is literally the whole point of this channel, to give opinions that nobody asked for. So I'm only going to talk about Death Note and Hunter x Hunter because those are the ones that I literally know the most of, because, you know, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm okay. So we're only going to talk about those 2 shows. But before I get into it, that's my blanket, I'm sorry. Before I get into it, let me just talk about general ones. This is the very first one, and I'm pretty sure it's not unpopular, but everybody acts like it's unpopular. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody says they hold these thoughts, but then when push comes to shove, they end up gatekeeping things. Let people enjoy things. Let people enjoy things. First of all, stop shaming people who only watch the popular shows. There's a reason they're popular. Stop shaming particularly female watchers for simping for characters, okay? Stop doing that too, because that is also very, very not cool. I don't know who you think cares. Because the people who made the show are making their bag. They don't care. They don't care how you interact with the show as long as you're watching the show. You know what I mean? So people in general, gatekeeping needs to stop. Gatekeeping a show is the stupidest thing on earth. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. And the thing is, I've only seen this so heavily with anime watchers. Like, no other show has done this so, like, frequently and vigorously. It's only anime. So it's like, what do you want from me? You know? What do you want from me? What do you want me to say other than stop being dumb? You know, stop being stupid. Okay. So that was basically my disclaimer / first opinion. Like, stop trying to tell me I don't actually watch these shows or actually enjoy these shows, because I feel like I'm gonna get that. But you know what? Whatever. Then my second one that I just want to add in here, I will never watch Naruto or One Piece. I just won't. My attention span does not go. The longest anime I've watched was Hunter x Hunter, and it was like 150 episodes. That was long for me. So watching 500 plus episodes for Naruto and then 900 plus episodes for One Piece, no, I'm good. I don't know how good those shows actually are. I don't know how good the plot is, and I don't care to know. If your show isn't done in like 300 episodes, pushing it, then you're done. You're done. If you can't tell your story in 300 episodes, you're done. You're good. I'm good. And I'm saying 300 as if I'm gonna watch 300 episodes either. If it takes you 900 episodes to tell your story, then maybe your story isn't that good, in my opinion. But that's just me, though.
Well,
okay, moving on to Death Note, because I have a lot of thoughts on this show. It's only short, like 26 episodes, but I have a lot of thoughts on the show. So we're just going to talk about that. First of all, light stands need to go. Light stands do too much and they need to go. Like, you need to go, because especially people who like side with Light's idea of killing criminals, are y'all good? Are we really trying to justify murder for the sake of reducing crime? Are we sure? Are we sure? Like, are we sure? And first of all, let's not even get into the fact that he killed suspects. He sometimes killed suspects of people. So they may or may not even have committed the crime. They may or may not even have committed the crime. And second of all, he didn't even do it. Like, he told himself he was doing it because he wanted to better the world, but we all know that he was lying to himself. He was lying to us and himself. We all knew it. He was doing it because he wanted an ego trip, obviously. Like, let's not kid ourselves. And the people who actually find light attractive, in my opinion, I don't get y'all. I'm not gonna say y'all need to go, like the light stands, but I just don't understand y'all. I don't get you guys. Because I tried so hard to see what you guys are seeing. I don't get it. I don't get it. So, yeah. Light stands, people actually stand light and like light. Y'all need to go. Y'all need to go. I don't understand you guys. I really don't. Okay. Next up, now that our rant about me hating light is over, because I really do hate that. I really hate him so much. I can make a whole other video on it, but I'm not going to. Just know that I hate light. People who stand light and Misa shippers, like people who seriously ship light and Misa, don't get the point of the relationship at all. Like, y'all don't get it. Like, y'all clearly didn't watch the same thing I was watching for you to watch the show and then come out of it thinking, yeah, Light and Misa are such couple goals. They're such, they're so cute together. Like, y'all didn't watch what I was watching. Because from my point of view, the relationship was clearly abusive. It was clearly manipulative and emotionally abusive. I mean, what do you want me to do? Like, what do you want me to say about that? Oh, and also I forgot, spoiler warning. Big ol' spoiler warning for this entire video, because I may or may not ruin what I'm talking about. So, like, big ol' spoiler warning. It's right here. But the relationship was very emotionally abusive. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know what you want me to do. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Yeah, so anybody who ships Light and Misa, y'all clearly don't get it, or y'all like toxic relationships, which in my opinion, like, toxic relationships aren't cute. They're not really cute in shows or in real life. They're not cute. So maybe I shouldn't be romanticizing them. Like, can we please stop? Like, I don't think that's what we need to be doing. So next up, it annoys me when people say Team Light or Team L, or like, do you stand Light or L? When Matsuda is right there, you know? Or even Misa, people standing Misa. Why don't we stand Matsuda? You know? In my opinion, Matsuda is the best person on the show. Like, look at him. Look and open your eyes. Wake up. You need to wake up. Everyone needs to wake up to Matsuda supremacy. I think we need to see that a little more. Because y'all can have Light. Y'all can have L. But Matsuda is right there, you know? He's right there, and nobody's talking about him, and that makes me upset. Makes me very upset. Y'all need to stop it right now. Like, the lack of Matsuda recognition is honestly criminal. Criminal. So, yeah. This is me officially endorsing Matsuda as the best boy on the show. Also, this is my very last one as it relates to Death Note. Light would not have gotten as far as he got if it was like staged in 2021. If it was staged in 2020, 2021, like on the time of the internet actually being like a big thing, he would not have gotten as far as he did. Have y'all seen the power of Twitter? Have y'all seen the power of Twitter? Because I have. I know that I might not have been able to do it, but some random person would have been able to hack his laptop or something. So, like, he would have been doxxed. That's what I'm saying. Light Yagami would have been doxxed if it was staged in 2020, and he would be in jail. He would not have been able to get this far. And that is an opinion that I really, really firmly hold. Now moving on to Hunter x Hunter. Now, these opinions might, like, legitimately get me dragged. That's okay. That's okay. That's fine. Some of these opinions could get me dragged, like, actually, but, you know, whatever. I live to be dragged, you know, that's what I do. First one, I can't stand Kurapika. Like, I can't get behind it. Like, I understand it, but, like, I can't fully invest, you know what I mean? I can't fully invest in the Kurapika hype, but I get it, you know? Like, I just don't think he is, like, I don't think he's ugly. Like, he's cute, but not... I just don't understand why y'all are so invested in... You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to articulate this, but, like, I just don't understand how y'all are so invested in Kurapika. Like, I don't get it. Like, I do understand it. I just don't... I can't get behind it. Yeah, so... Kurapika stands can come for me, I guess. But, like, I can't. I've tried multiple times. I just can't. You know, I've watched a lot of edits, a lot of Kurapika edits. I can't bring myself. Next up, Wing is so underrated. You know Wing from the Heaven's Arena arc? Yeah, he's hot. Yeah, he's hot. This is the entire opinion. Wing is hot, and I'm sick of people not talking about it. We have people standing Silva and Zeno, but we don't have people standing Wing. Really? Are we good? Are we good?
It's mental illness, isn't it?
We have people standing Tompa, but I'm pretty sure most of it is ironic, but still. We got people standing Tompa, but we don't have people standing Wing? That's shameful. That is shameful.
You're not ashamed of yourself. Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
Next up. Okay, so I'm gonna say this first. This isn't on the list, but I just thought of something. People who ship Chrollo and Kurapika, I don't get you, because that relationship would be abusive as all hell, you know? Like, this dude Chrollo literally killed Kurapika's entire family, and y'all are shipping them together. I feel like that's disrespectful. If Kurapika actually existed, I feel like he'd be so disrespected. He'd hate every single one of y'all. That's so disrespectful. Like, y'all are mad disrespectful for shipping Kurapika and Chrollo together. Y'all need to be stopped. Okay, next up. One that's actually on the list. In my opinion, Chrollo is the weakest link of the adult trio.
That's disgusting. I'm blocking you.
Okay. I hear all of you, but let me explain myself. Look, okay, so we have Hisoka, Illumi, and then Chrollo. In my opinion, one of them doesn't fit. First of all, we have to get it out of the way. Chrollo is the shortest. And look, I'm not one to say nothing about height most of the time. And I'm not even going to hold his height against him, but, like, I feel like it's just a representation that he's the weakest link. So it's weird to me, right? Because the thing is, with Chrollo, I might be wrong about this, or I might not just know the depth of his character, but his Nen ability is literally stealing other people's abilities. And I feel like that's a metaphor for how he has no personality. Like, he has, like, think about it really hard. Like, from what I watched on the show, Chrollo has no, like, steadfast personality that we can really clutch onto like that. So I don't understand how Chrollo stans chose Chrollo to be weird with. If you've been in the Hunter x Hunter fandom for any length of time, y'all will know about the Chrollo stans. Like, y'all will know. But it's just so weird to me that it's like, why are y'all being so weird with Chrollo specifically? Like, what made you choose Chrollo? What does he have to offer? He's not ugly by any means, but what does he have to offer you guys? You know? Like, why did y'all choose Chrollo? That's what I'm struggling with. Why did y'all choose Chrollo to attach yourselves to and to be all weird with, you know? Keeping up with the adult trio train of thought. Illumi, that's it. That's the thought. Illumi is the hottest dude on the show. Nobody can debate me on that. Y'all out here saying he looks like a fish. He kind of does, but he is the hottest fish-looking person I've ever seen in my life. I will say it with my full chest, too. I will say it with my full chest.
No, it's true. It's true.
From what I've seen, you know, online, just kind of perusing, Illumi has like a smaller, I could be wrong on my reading, but I feel like Illumi has a smaller fandom than Chrollo and Hisoka do. And that just doesn't sit well with me. That doesn't sit well with me at all. Okay? That doesn't sit well. Because look at him. Look and wake up. I want you guys to wake up. To wake up to Illumi supremacy. That's what I need you to do. Wake up and smell the Illumi supremacy. You know? That's what I want you guys to do today. I love him. I love him. You don't understand. This is me. This is my daily sipping for Illumi time. And if you've watched my live stream, you know how obsessed I am with this guy. How obsessed I am with this person. Okay, so Illumi, when he... Okay, huge spoiler alert. Huge spoiler alert right now. Like, go watch the show, then come back. Okay, I already said spoiler alert, but spoiler alert. When he revealed himself, you know, during the exam, I literally audibly went, oh my gosh. I went, wow. Audibly, I went, whoa. Whoa. I was like, he's so beautiful. With Hisoka, it took me a minute. It took me a hot minute to see it. Because I didn't get it at first, but I get it now. But with Illumi, it was instantaneous. It was instant. I was like, yes, this is the one I'm going to attach myself to. This is the one.
No, I don't think you understand. I'm obsessed.
Wake up. This is all I wanted to say. This is the only reason I included this in here. I want you guys to wake up to Illumi supremacy and stop clowning yourselves. Stop being clowns and wake up to Illumi supremacy. Okay, that's it. Okay, next up. I don't get Uvojin stands. I don't get them. Like, I think he looks musty. I don't think he showers. No, that's mean. But, like, in my opinion, I just don't see it. I don't see Uvojin stands. Same with Finks. There's some people who like Finks. I just flat out don't see it. I flat out don't see it either. Like, I just don't get it. Pakinoda is the best girl on the troop. That's not an opinion, that's a fact. It's not on the list, but I just wanted to say that. Pakinoda is the best and we should stay on Pakinoda. We should. And the fact that, I mean, there is, but like the fact that there's not more is honestly disrespectful to her. Continue to stay on Pakinoda. That's it. Stay on Pakinoda for clear skin. And that's what we do here. Yeah, those are my opinions on people of the Phantom troop. Pretty sure. If I have any more, I'll talk about it. Okay, moving on to, I feel like, more ones that I feel like I could dive more in depth to. This is the first one. This is the first one that I'm pretty sure, I don't even know if this is an unpopular opinion, but maybe it is. I feel like I might split some people with this. Y'all need to stop aging up Gon and Killua in your material and then making it not safe for work. Let me repeat that. Stop aging up Gon and Killua and then making not safe for work material out of it. Because it feels very weird to me, because in the show, they're still kids. I think they're 12 to 14 in the beginning, and they're like 15. No, they're 12 to 13 in the beginning of the show, and then 14, 15 at the end. I'm not really sure about ages. All I know is that they're little teenage kids. Okay? They're teenagers. So, for you to age them up and then make it not safe for work, one tells me that you know it's weird. You know it's wrong to make not safe for work material out of kids, but for some reason you think aging them up does anything for you. It's just weird to me, because it's like you aging up children and then making not safe for work material out of those aged up children just doesn't feel right. So let me know what you think about that in the comment section, because I mean, I'm really open to discussion about this, but you know, it just feels really weird to me. Next up, this is what I'm really passionate about. Palm needs to be in jail. She needs to be dragged. We need to, like, I think we're all aware that Palm is actually a pedo. Like, we're all aware. Like, we can keep having this Ahsoka debate. I have my thoughts on Ahsoka, which I'll get to in a minute. But we need to drag Palm more. I think the reason she isn't as talked about is, I feel like, well, obviously, you know, we all know the first reason. But then, second of all, I feel like we all collectively know that she's a pedo. Like, we all know about it. And I don't see any people standing Palm like that. So I feel like we all collectively have a consensus that Palm is a pedophile and that we need to just, like, not. We all know just not to talk about her and encourage that. But I saw something that was a bit disheartening. It was a while ago, to be fair, like a long while ago. I was going through Instagram, you know, as I do. Then I saw a Palm edit, and then people in the comments being like, I think Palm is so hot, or whatever. And I'm like, like, Palm is the best girl, Palm is so hot. And I'm like, she was literally creeping on a child. On a teenage boy. Her, a grown 22-year-old woman. Creeping on a, like, how old is this kid at this point? 14 years old, 14-year-old boy. That doesn't sit well with me at all. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Okay, so you know when I said that Gon was 12 or so at the beginning of the show and then was 14, 15 towards the end? Yeah, I was wrong. I lied to you all. So I was doing some Googling just to kind of figure out the time frame of the show. And I found a video of when Palm was forcing Gon to go on a date with her. Disgusting. And in that video, the narrator said that Gon, age 12, was going to go on a date with Palm, age 22. So that means that during the Chimera Ant arc, Gon was actually 12. And in the beginning of the show, he was like maybe 9 or 10, depending on exactly time frames. Because I'm assuming this is over the course of 2 years, but I'm not sure. But nevertheless, he was at the very most 11 years old when the show started and 12 in the Chimera Ant arc. So that makes everything I'm about to, because I'm about to say a lot more stuff talk a little bit more about Gon being a victim. Talk a little bit more about that. That makes it even more disgusting. So I just wanted to let you know that, yeah, the gross gets grosser. And I literally just want to lay down and go to bed. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to tell you. So I think, just as a refresher, I'm going to say this right now. Palm needs to be in jail. She needs to be in jail. Yeah. She needs to be in jail, imprisoned, dragged through the freaking dirt. Yeah, I think that's proper punishment for Palm. And also, this is kind of extending off. Gon is a victim. You know, spoiler alert. I'm gonna say spoiler alert every time I talk about specific plot points, just in case like y'all really care about that. So spoiler alert. Okay, so when Palm wants Gon to go out with him on a date, ew, gross, right? Ew. So Palm wants Gon to go out on a date, and Killua is obviously like, ew, no, what the heck? That's weird, right? So they're talking about it, right? And Killua's like, you don't have to do this. Like, we can really just not do this right now. Like, you don't have to. And he's like, no, it's okay. I know how these things work. And catch this. Women would come to Well Island and teach me how to do like a bunch of stuff. We call those women cougars. And in my head, I was like, ooh. Even Killua, he was like, what? Because in my head, I was thinking, God, those aren't cougars. Those are pedophiles. They're pedophiles. You're a victim. Aunt Mito, are you good? Aunt Mito, you are peeping some of this stuff going on? You didn't protect your child? You didn't protect him? You didn't protect your son? Like, are we not going to talk about that for any longer? Like, the boy's a victim. The boy was groomed. The boy was groomed as a child, and I can't get that out of my head now. I think that's why it makes me even more uncomfortable when y'all do the aging up Gon thing, because it's like, this boy was groomed. He was groomed by a bunch of pedos. Those people need to go. They need to be jailed along with Palm in the same jailhouse. Yeah, they need to go. Okay, this one might get me dragged, like, low-key. Y'all would not defend Hisoka so hard if he wasn't hot. There's this whole thing going around that Hisoka's a pedo. Do I think he's a pedophile? No. I don't, like, by the definition of the word, I don't think he's a pedophile. Like, that's clearly not what's going on here. But do I think he engages in very predatory behavior? Yes, I do. Pedophile? No. Predatory? Definitely yes. Definitely yes. So that's those are my thoughts. That's like basically the consensus that I've come to when talking about Hisoka. And I get it, he's a complex character or whatever, but that still doesn't change what the things he has done on the show. Like, some of the things he's done on the show have been quite questionable, to say the least of it. I'm not going to get into specifics. But what I want to say here is that, like, so Hisoka isn't a pedo, right? Predatory, definitely. But in my opinion, y'all would not be, like, trying to make that distinction if he wasn't attractive. Okay, y'all, if he was ugly, right? If he was ugly, y'all would not be trying to make that distinction. And in my opinion, I think that's fine. We just need to acknowledge that that's what's happening. We just need to acknowledge that part of the reason why I'm defending you so hard is because you're hot. Let's just say that that's what's happening. Because, like, y'all are right, he's not a pedo. But would y'all really be making that distinction if he was ugly? Just think about that. Sit on that. Next opinion. Jing is musty. I don't like Jing. There are Jing stans. And I mean, like, all power to you. But, like, really? Really? We're really gonna start standing deadbeat dads? Really? Really? Are we sure? Really? Is that what we're gonna do with ourselves right now? Really? No? Really? Plus, he doesn't look like he showers. Doesn't even look like he uses 5-in-1 Head and Shoulders. He doesn't look like he showers at all, and that makes me feel weird. Like, I'm not into dudes who don't look like they shower. So, yeah. And the fact that he abandoned his son, and y'all can say, well, he lost a child in custody. Okay, fair enough. But he left clues on how to find him, clearly not wanting to be found. He said, if you want to find me here. But in my opinion, if he really didn't want to see his kid, he should have just not left those for him. And 2, the fact that his son was dying, he didn't even like go to the hospital, show any sort of concern when Leorio told him his son was dying, really hit a chord with me. It really struck something within me, something so viscerally angry. Like, I get it, you don't want to see your son, but your son is dying. You know, you don't even care a little bit. Weird. And speaking of deadbeat dads, the fact that we're all harping on Illumi for being a bad brother, which yes, he is, because as much as I stan him, I think he's beautiful, I'm going to acknowledge he's a terrible brother and that he needs to stop. He's doing too much. But we're not going to forget about the people who made him that way to begin with. I know people don't like Kikyo, which, like, yeah. But, like, let's talk about Silva. Let's talk about Zeno. Even Zeno, who seems to be the, quote, more, like, well-adjusted member of the family, the most normal, he still is as abusive, if not more, since he managed to raise Silva. Since Silva is his son. So he put his son through that. You know, he put his son, like, through the same level of torture, if not more torture than Silva did his own kids. So, you know, the people who are saying, like, I like Zeno, I like Silva, they don't sit well with me. That doesn't sit well with me because they're still as responsible for being horrible people as Illumi is. And I don't know why we're all just pretending that didn't happen. This was very off script, but, like, I had to say that. I still don't like Silva and Zeno. I think they're just as terrible people, especially Zeno. I feel like we brush him under the bus a lot because he's, like, a nice looking grandpa. You know, he's still as abusive, you know?
I am the big idea. My twins big like Tia. My twins big like Tia Tamara. Tia Tamara.
Okay, ships. Let's get into it. So we talked about Crollo and Kurapika, right? Talking about Crollo and Kurapika and why that's disrespectful. But let's talk about there's one that I saw, like, ironically, Tampa and Maluki. We all know that's, like, an ironic thing, right? Like, are we seriously going to, like, do that? Hopefully not. Hopefully it's just an ironic thing. Like, let's not get into the obvious reasons why that's terrible. But, I mean, most of it just seems to be haha, fun and games, fun and laughs, right? So, okay. I'm just gonna put that in here because that is literally bad. It's literally bad. I saw a couple Coluto and Phaeton shippers. What? No, literally what? That is such a confusing shift to me because, first of all, Coluto is like 8. The kid's 8 years old. He's 8. And Phaeton is how old? Like 24? Like, how old is he? All I know is that Phaeton is a full-grown adult and Coluto is a child. Literally a child. Like, are we good? I saw a couple Coluto and Phaeton fanarts floating around. We're done. We're done with that. Hang it up. I saw a couple Crollo and Hisoka fan arts. Like, it's like meh for me. Like, I don't get it. Like, I mean, like, I get it. I understand why and the concept of it, but I just don't get it. Like, I don't get it. That's the opinion. I don't get it, personally. Because all Hisoka wants to do is fight and kill Crollo. Is there really chemistry there? Okay, like, I just don't get it. Next up, Crollo and Illumi ship. Like, Crollo and Illumi shippers. I don't mind this. I just don't understand where we got it. Maybe it's in the manga somewhere. Maybe y'all have material in the manga that I didn't read. Yeah, come at me. I didn't read the manga, okay? Like, I don't like to read. My love of reading has been sucked out of me a long time ago. So, yeah, so I didn't read the manga. So maybe there's some material there that I'm unaware of. So, like, let me know. But, like, in the anime, right, there was nothing there. There was nothing there. Like, they didn't even talk. They didn't even look at each other. They weren't even in the same frame. Anyway, Killua and Gon ships, like, Killua and Gon, like, as a ship, I get behind it. I can get behind it. I can get behind it. Because I think it makes sense. I think it's wholesome. I think it's very, very A+, 10 out of 10. Would recommend to my friends and family. But y'all who are making sexual ships out of like sexual like fan art over with teenagers, y'all need to be jailed. But like I see some like fan art of them like holding hands. Of them holding hands and like sharing a kiss, and It warms something up within my heart. Very wholesome, 10 out of 10 would recommend. Hisoka and Illumi, like as a ship, I understand it. I'm behind it. The fan art is absolutely beautiful. The fan art is, look at the fan art. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I don't actively ship anyone. Like I don't actively engage with like a ship fandom. Is that like a thing? Like a fan base of a certain ship. I don't actively engage in it, but I'd be looking at like I'd be scrolling through and looking at some of that fan art, and that's like some of the fan art is beautiful. Like look at it. I recommend you to look some up. Beware, some of it is not safe for work, but there's some that just absolutely beautiful. Like you'll look at it, it's like, oh my god, like that is amazing. You know, so I highly recommend looking at some of the fan art. Like, mwah, 10 out of 10. So well done. Okay. So, now these are the two that I wanted to talk about, like, at the beginning. These are the two that I made this entire section for. Let's talk about it. First of all, let's talk about Hisogon. Let's talk about all the reasons that that's cursed. That's a cursed ship. First of all, hello, grown man, little boy. Grown man, teenage boy. Grown man, minor. Like, like, is that what we're doing? And the worst part is, some of the fan art is so high quality, but did you really have to put your time, energy, and talent into this? Into this cursed behavior? Cursed behavior is literally what it is. Considering the conversation that people are having around Hisoka, right? Considering the whole thing around Hisoka, why would you want to validate that he's a pedophile? Like, why would you want to validate that he's a pedophile when we're all trying to tell you he isn't? Like, we're all trying to tell you that's not what it is. Hisogon shippers need to go. Like, I thought it was a joke at first. I thought that's not legitimately what we're doing, but that's what we are doing, apparently. Like, ew, okay. Also, Hisoka / Killua shippers, like, same talk, same points. Y'all need to go.
What's going on? Y'all are going to jail. Period.
Next one. The one that I believe was probably the absolute worst one. Like, by all definitions, the absolute worst. Okay, guess. Guess right now. I'll wait. Guess what I'm gonna say right now. Ready? Okay, guess. Okay. Illumi x Killua.
How are you doing?
Illumi x Killua. Illumi x Killua. Jail. I was scrolling through, I saw some of that fan art. I was never the same. I was never the freaking same. It was cursed. I don't know what to tell you. It was cursed. Cursed material. Let me tell you all the reasons that sucks. Let me tell you all the reasons that ship, like, just objectively sucks. First of all, adult, child. Grown man, little boy. First of all, pedophilia. Second of all, get this, they're literally brothers. They're brothers. So incest. So we're gonna add incest to the list. So pedophilia, incest, and also Illumi is like very, very abusive and controlling towards Killua. So that shit makes no sort of sense at all. That shit makes no sort of sense. It's terrible. It's awful. Like, guys, y'all are wilding out. Y'all need to stop. This makes me hurt so bad. Like, this makes me hurt so freaking bad. On that scarring note, that was the video. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, tell me what you think about, my opinions down below. Do you agree, disagree? What are some of your opinions on not even these shows, just different shows in particular? I might get some new recommendations because of y'all. I'm here for it. And also I have some stuff in the description as well. And with all that being said, have a soupy day. Bye, guys.